We have OPD Lift, one-stop telemedicine focused with video consultation application, being presented by the founder and CEO Deepak Gandotra, IIT BHU batch of 2009, Department of Chemical Engineering, and ISP batch of 16. He also has 10 years of global healthcare experience. Over to you, Deepak.
Thank you, Dirgayu. Good morning, everyone. Although I'm not as young as the rest of the great presenters, but I'll be telling you about my young startup, OPD Lift. We are a B2B SaaS healthcare platform working in consolidating different consultation formats at one place. We are working with clinics and hospitals across India, and the USP is we do not require an app at the patient's end for any of the healthcare interaction. Before I talk about OPD Lift, let's take a step back and understand what is wrong with the current outpatient scenario. The value chain integration pre, post, and during consultation is broken in India and almost across the world. When we look at, and it manifests itself in different problems. So within India, in metro cities, we see that patients typically find doctors online, they want to book appointment, but that leads to 30% of the resourcing being wasted in the form of no-shows. On the other hand, rest of Bharat, they still continue to get healthcare delivery in the form of walk-in experience, which brings in a lot of uncertainty in terms of waiting time, in terms of doctor-patient interaction, and post-OPD healthcare delivery. OPD Lift integrates all of that at one platform, and we work across consultation formats. So in terms of our feature sets, we take care of telemedicine patients, appointment at the physical location, and walk-in patients. It includes appointment booking in vernacular. We are providing HIPAA compliant telemedicine without requiring installation of patient app at their end, something that we are really proud of, which has given us traction beyond metro and tier 1 cities. In fact, 65% of our customers are from tier 2 and beyond, and great customer stories from remotest parts of India. We are also working on downstream OPD integration. This is an India-specific problem, and we believe that once the OPD is over, if we connect the patient with the pharmacies and diagnostic labs, it is going to improve bringing all the ecosystem together. For walk-in patients, we provide automatic wait time updates, and everything is integrated with our CRM on WhatsApp. So people get updates from pre, post, and during consultation. In terms of the benefits, when it comes to the service providers, the follow-up rate is improved because of omni-channel. Patient loyalty is improved. Walk-in patients get almost an appointment-like experience, and we give a private and secured feedback, unlike online aggregators, something that hospitals and clinics can really delve upon and improve their practices. When it comes to the financial side of system, their revenue improves because of the downstream OPD integration and the improvement in patient volume, and they get to build their own brand rather than piggyback on or be dependent on any other aggregator. But the real beneficiary is the patient, because it leads to better health outcomes. Non-tech savvy patients, especially those who do not know how to configure apps or have poor internet connectivity, get access to their doctors. And we are also in line with the initiative that the Prime Minister announced a few months back around the National Digital Health Mission. We are in the process of creating a health diary for the patients, where they can keep track of their past medical records, both in the OPD setting and the rest of the diagnostic and IPD. So it all brings it together. And in terms of the customers, we are working with close to 360 overall customers. Let me jump to that side. 270 of them are paid customers, and these are the current areas where we are focusing on. National Digital Health Mission is something I spoke about, the OPD value chain integration and HIS integration to serve hospitals and health centers. This is the team. I spent 10 years of global healthcare experience in India, EU, and US. I worked with e-commerce companies, and we have a very talented team from across the board on different functions. Thank you.
Thanks, Deepak sir, for the nice speech. Now I would like to request Dr. Ajay Nair sir to share his thoughts and feedback on the same.
You guys hear me?
Yep.
Sorry, the background is cutting in and out. So Thank you, Deepak. I think it was a great presentation. And I think I like the one key insight that you have there in terms of not making the patient download an app, because when you go to the OPD, it's not necessarily a very frequent use case. Patients might not necessarily want to have download and configure an app. And I think it's pretty cool that you allow the patient, allow it to be omnichannel at the patient's end. I think some of the questions I would ask are similar to what have been asked with other panelists. And I think, I'm correct in understanding, I guess, that this is really positioned as a B2B SaaS CRM kind of software for doctors. I guess the question there is, what is the immediate key benefit that they get, this revenue optimization that you're showing them, can that, how well can you deliver on that? I guess that is one sort of set of questions. Because doctors traditionally have not really digitized, and in a market like India, India is not a payer-driven market; it's an out-of-pocket market. In an out-of-pocket market, clinicians and OPDs generally have not had a lot of reason to digitize because there's no payer demanding digital records. So it's a harder problem to solve because you really have to show them value. And I guess the question there is, how confident are you that you can keep showing value there? The other piece is that there's been other folks too who built SaaS apps and built software for doctors, and one key problem has been just acquisition, right? So I think that it's really B2B, but it almost has B2C characteristics because you need to go convince each person. And they might end up being a fairly low ticket size in terms of what the doctor is willing to pay. So I think those are some of the things that I would actually look at. And also wanted to understand is that you mentioned aggregator at some level. Is there any plan to turn into a marketplace and allow discovery, or is that completely not on the roadmap? So that is the other question. But I think the key things to figure out would be value, how well can you deliver value, and how, to how many, because the initial set of doctors, you might get a bunch of early adopters who really want something like this. And the pandemic has also given you this moment where people actually want telemedicine or want to, because the physical clinics are shut down. So question is, where do you go from here, both in terms of value, in terms of what your acquisition strategy looks like? Because what people have had to do in the past when they're selling software like this is to build really, really large sales teams. And so that I guess is the question. But thank you for sharing this, and it's a very cool company you have there.
Thank you, Dr. Ajay. Just a quick response in terms of the go-to-market. We are completely online and we plan to build onto that. We'll be able to, given the Indian market size, 20,000 plus is not a big deal, but the question is, how do you grow beyond that, as you rightly mentioned? And also in terms of showing value to individual clinics, we are building web dashboards to show them analytics in terms of how this follow-up rate is actually adding value to their revenues. So very, very relevant points. Thank you for your feedback. We'll continue building on those things.